The debate about whether the Elgin marble should leave or remain is almost as old as the marbles themselves. Those who want them to stay in the British Museum are worried it'll open the floodgates. They say countries around the world will begin demanding the return of all our colonial treasures, leaving the British Museum looking like Tottenham Hotspur's trophy cabinet. I've sympathised with that opinion in the past. But for me, what it came down to was this argument from the Greek Prime Minister at the weekend.
This is not, in my mind, an ownership question. This is a reunification argument. Where can you best appreciate what is essentially one monument? I mean, it's as if I told you that you would cut the Mona Lisa in half, and you would have half of it at the Louvre and half of it at the British Museum. Do you think your viewers would appreciate the beauty of the painting in such a way? Well, this is exactly what happened with the Parthenon.
Sometimes somebody makes a point that's so compelling that it compels even people like me to change my mind. Greece has built a spectacular museum to show off the Parthenon marbles, as they call them, but with plastic casts of the marbles where the real ones really ought to be. They were brought to Britain by Lord Elgin, who paid a fortune to extract them and later sold them to the government after a very expensive divorce. He always claimed he had the permission from the Ottoman Empire, which controlled Athens at the time. But as the Greek PM says, it's not really an argument about whether a British aristocrat filled out the right paperwork. The British Museum can still own the marbles, but also loan them back to Greece, as it does with many thousands of other artefacts every single year. Britain's always said these treasures should stay here where they're safe. But that's an argument that's become a lot less sturdy since the museum admitted it's lost more than 2,000 treasures worth several £1 million. How safe is that exactly? Well, now it's become a full-throttle diplomatic spat after our Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, cancelled a meeting with his Greek counterpart at the last minute, seemingly angry about what he said on the BBC at the weekend. This seemed a pretty churlish, if not petty, attempt to pander to his base, and not a good look for either the Prime Minister or our country. Greece is one of our allies. They're friends.